It was mixed.
Uh-huh.
We went to school with mixed people, not just Jewish.
Uh-huh.
Mostly they were not Jewish, my friends.
But not Jewish school. All
Together.
Uh-huh.
It was mixed. There was not just Jewish schools.
And could Jewish people do anything? Could you eat at the same restaurants?
Sure.
And
Everything you could do, whatever everybody did. It was no different.
was there ever any kind of discrimination or anything?
Well, discrimination, like usual, like in every town and every city, everywhere was discrimination.
So how did you?
We were children. We didn't.
Do you remember anything that happened that was, someone did something to you because you were Jewish?
No.
This is around 1939.
No.
No.
Anyone ever,
No.
call
Never.
you Jew or anything?
No.
Okay.
Not us. We don't know about it.
Okay.
In 39, it started in Poland.
What started in Poland?
In Poland, the war.
And where were you in
And I was in
39?
Nizhny Veretski. We were in Nizhny
You both were in
Veretski.
Nizhny Veretski?
That's right. Yeah, we were in Nizhny
And
Veretski.
how old were you in 1939?
I was
14.
9.
You were 14 years
I
old
was-
and you were about 11
I
years
was,
old. 11
right.
or 12.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, and then when, in Poland, when it started the war, the Polish people tried to cross the border because we used to live near the Polish border,
Oh.
Czechoslovakia and Poland.
Mm-hmm.
And so whoever wanted to escape, so they crossed the border and they came on our side.
Mm-hmm.
And from there on, they fled, I don't know where, only they wanted to save themselves.
Mm-hmm. And are you talking about Jewish people?
I know it, all kind of people,
Mm-hmm.
all kind of people.
And did you meet any of them? See
No,
any of
so what
them?
happened, my mother was Polish, all right? And the Polish people came, so she used to cook soups and tea, and she used to distribute for all the people because they came, they were hungry. They didn't have anybody, so my mother used to cook all the big pots of soap and tea and whatever she could to give them something to eat.
And would they sleep in the
And then they had
in the stables or something?
Yes. Wherever they had room, they were sleeping there until they left another places. Wherever they went, we don't know. And it was not just Jewish people. That was, all kind of people.
Well, what's the next thing you remember around that time that dealt with the war?
Well, then it was always, alarms. And since then, sirens, they were always sirens, and then you had to make everything black, it should, no lights out, because they were shooting and you were hearing, the planes were flying and, so you had to be in the house, you couldn't open the window, you had to make everything, you shouldn't see lights out. Then it got also worse and worse, because then they start to take away the stores from the Jews, right? They start to take away the stores from the Jews, and so I remember we put in the Russian people there to take care of the stores. A Jew couldn't have a store, and they couldn't go to school. And then, of course, the war started. So when they started, you couldn't go to school anymore, and they called everybody to the police station. They took all the Jews, they said to come to the police station, and we didn't know what will happen, only we heard that from all the villages, all the Jews they throw in the Dniester, in the river. all the Jews from the villages.
Aber wer gehabt da ungarischen
Oh,
Passport?
Whoever had a Hungarian passport, they didn't throw in the village.
What do you mean throw in the river? To drown?
Yes.
Who, the Germans?
This was
No,
the
the
Ukrainian,
Ukrainer.
the Ukrainian,
Russian.
the Hungarian, the Ukrainian, the Russian. They threw all the Jews in the river.
That was a story that you
Ukraine.
heard? You didn't see anyone being thrown in the river?
I was in police. We were in the police station.
Uh-huh.
We were in the police station, and then I remember when my father came with the family, so all the people who were there, they were very happy because they knew if my father is there, then we will go out from there. And it happened like that because he arranged and then they let us out from the police station, and mi volt akkor? So what happened? We fled to Budapest, all of us. The whole family fled to Budapest because there was my brothers. My brother Yossi and Shloime and Misha were there.
They were older than you?
And Budapest, they all older, yes.
Yes, she married in Budapest.
And Yossi married there, so we went to a wedding.
So you're saying your father and your mother and
And I,
Yossi and me
the four of you went to Budapest?
to Budapest.
Uh-huh.
We fled that. In the meantime, my brother got married there.
What did you do when you fled? What did you do with all your property and all your belongings?
You just left everything like it is. You just left everything. And you came there. And they were maybe about a month. They were there. We were there, let's put it that way.
This is in 41?
This was in 41.
Mhm.
We were there about 200 people working, mixed. Not Jew, just Jews, only mixed. And I was the youngest. And I used to be the best. I learned so fast that I became the best worker in the whole factory. And I remember I used to make 20 shirts. 20 shirts in 1 hour, something like that. It was power machine, it was piecework. Okay? And I was so that the big shots came to see how the people work, so they stayed in the site and they showed the look how I work. How I was very fast. So I stayed there. My parents went home. As long I could to go to visit, I went, and then I couldn't go anymore.
They wouldn't let you?
They
Why
wouldn't let me,
wouldn't they let you?
Then it was already, started there too. Then you had
This was in Budapest now.
in
You're
Budapest already.
And at some point they said you cannot go to
No
Czechoslovakia.
Jews,
No
You
Jews are
couldn't.
allowed to travel,
To travel.
to leave Budapest.
Right. Not to travel at all. They gave the Jews, for the
Army.
men, they gave the
Yellow Star?
the yellow star, the woman.
What was the man?
The men's is
An armband?
armbands.
What color? Yellow?
Yellow. Yellow, and the woman stars. Then, of course, it was about 44, let's say about March 44. Then we couldn't go out anymore. From the factory, we became forced work. We were on forced work, then we didn't get paid anymore. I mean, we worked for nothing,
Right.
like soldiers,
Right.
only without guns.
Yeah.
We were together, the man and the woman, we lived already in the factory. We lived all in the factory. We couldn't go out from there, not the man and not the woman couldn't go out anymore. We were like in a prison.
Right.
And they don't let you leave anymore. You can't get out of the
We
factory.
couldn't go out at all.
So you're sleeping in the factory?
We had to live there, and we had to work there, and we had to eat there, everything.
Did
Like soldiers.
Did they let you outside at all?
No.
No sunlight.
They didn't there in the yard. Inside you could be in the yard. It was closed. The factory was closed with a
Fence?
fence.
Fence and then door, big
It was-
gates and everything.
Sure. So anyway, so I told you about the day that we all had to go to the police station. All the Jews have to go out. All the Jews have to leave the factory. Outside, a Jew could not go. Our child, if they saw a Jew, they will shoot him. And here they have to go out from the factory. What do you do? All right, what do you do? Where do I go? So what did I do? I took all my stars off. And I put some clothes on, you know, double clothes, 3 times, I don't know. And I had a boyfriend. But I knew that he lived in that street where it was the Red Cross. And the people who lived in that building, they didn't take away yet. And from far I come to that street and I see all the soldiers all around there.
All around the
there.
building that you were going to.
All around the building, standing there with the guns and everything. And here I say, what do? I cannot turn back, because if I turn back,
They'll
will be
know.
suspicious, you know. And can imagine, I was so scared. And I said, I go like nothing happened, and I just go in, I will go in like I belong there. And that's what I did. I went so, and I came up to the building. I think I collapsed, because I kept myself that that they should not know that I'm Jewish.
You walked right past all the soldiers?
I just walked past all the soldiers and went to the building upstairs where they used to live. And when I walked in, they got scared also, because
This was your boyfriend's mother?
the parents.
Parents?
Because they already took away.
He was gone.
They took away. So anyway, here I am there. They are scared. I'm scared. Every time somebody knocks on the door, you know, oh, they come and take you. So one day they come and they knock on the door. You can imagine. I was scared to death. We knew that somebody comes and they take you. So what happened from the factory where I work? A soldier and that boyfriend of mine came. He couldn't go by himself to take me back to the factory.
Yeah.
I worked there until December 21.
I don't know the date, I
Yeah.
know what it's
December 21,
44.
1944.
Then we had to leave, everybody. The men they took already before to forced labor. And then everybody they took. They didn't say where, they just said we should pack whatever we can and we have to leave. So they took us and we had to, in line we had to stay and we had to walk. We have to walk all the way, I don't know how many miles we had to walk
To the break
with
train.
our
That was-
belongings, whatever we took.
Did you know?
You know, all around was a
What
fence, electric fence. So people went to the fence and they electrified themselves because
They couldn't take it.
they couldn't take it. The shoelaces. I had black shoes with shoelaces and a thick sole, and in between I put pictures in. With a little plastic and things, and I put it in between.
Plastic you did
Of your-
what?
No, I don't know, paper, whatever I
Paper.
had, yeah.
Plastic.
And I put it in between my soles there. I had a picture of my sister, and I had a picture of my parents, all right? And I put it there because I said I wanted to save in case I survive there,
Yeah.
I should have something. And that shoes, they made showers, and I didn't take off the shoes. So we came to that barrack, that was barrack quarantine,
Quarantine.
that you could not go nowhere, just be there. For 3 weeks we were there. And then they start taking you to work
In Ravensbrück.
in Ravensbrück. And then they took you to work.
What kind of work?
Nothing important. Just to go digits to
Fill
take
ditches,
the-
open ditches, fill ditches.
open the ditches and
Mix.
fill the ditches and
Mix.
with the earth.
So you just had shovels and you just You just dug holes.
They gave us soup, what they give for the
For the
cows.
pigs.
Dus versliegers,
Pigs.
soepie. Dus
Ja.
versliegers.
And they gave us a little piece of bread. That's all what they gave us.
Twice a day, 3 times a day?
No, once a day.
Once.
So they took us right away on the train. They put us on the train and they took us to Bergen-Belsen. When we arrived there and I saw all the
You
naked
knew it was
people,
all done.
and they were hitting everybody there, so I said, this is the end,
Right.
when I saw something like that. All right, now they built that
Barracks.
barracks and the beds there, and on every bed were about 3 people. We were sleeping on that bed. We couldn't go out for 3 weeks. We couldn't go out for 3 weeks because we were on quarantine.
Quarantine,
So
yeah.
you were just
Got-
sleeping for, on the bed?
On the beds we were there, you
You
know.
couldn't walk
You
around?
couldn't, no, it was no room to walk around. Just if you had to go on it, even a lot of times I even didn't want to take to food because it was too hard to get in line to
Uh-huh.
wait for the food what they gave you.
Oh, yeah.
So after 3 weeks, they start to take to work. But I didn't tell you, I didn't want to go to work. What I did, as I was on the bed, I covered myself, I thought so, I covered myself with that blanket and I was so straight that they should not see me. And I was not in breathing because the SS came after every time they took to work, they took you to appel, means they took outside at 5 o'clock in the morning, let's say, and they counted so many people they needed, and the rest they sent back. Only the people, the count what they needed, they took to work. So a lot of times, like I said, what I did, and the SS came and he ran through the beds to see if somebody, you can imagine.
Stayed, yeah.
I was there and he ran over over my bed, and I was so scared that if he would see me or he would feel that I'm there, of course he would kill me. Only you do things what you don't even think, but
But
What do you mean he would
why
run
didn't
over
you
the
want to
bed?
work?
you were on the beds.
Uh-huh.
And the SS came, run over the beds if somebody is there.
He would jump from one bed to the other?
Right, to see, and I was,
Did he jump on you? or-
yeah, not on me, he jumped over me, he didn't, when he would jump on me, he would kill me.
Oh.
Only I didn't think about it, I just thought I don't want to go to work.
Because
Why?
you didn't feel well? You were sick?
I just didn't feel like to go to work,
So you took a chance in getting
I
killed
just-
because you didn't want to go to work?
I just took a chance. I didn't think about it. Because I knew when you go to work in appel, sometimes they take you to kill you. So I was thinking, if they kill me, let them kill me there. Afterward, they took us to Bergen-Belsen. So we were, and what I did, when I came to Bergen-Belsen, I made a name for myself. I said I will be a Stubendienst.
She was taking care of the barrack. You know, they assigned somebody to clean the barracks, and that's what she wanted to do. Because
So
that way you
I-
had a chance to rest up a little.
So
Right.
I became a
A student.
Stubendienst. It means, I took care, what was I taking care? I had to see all the dead people who died, I had to pull them out.
Oh.
For outside, when it was general appel. You everybody had to be outside.
The dead, the living, the crawling, everything.
And I had to take out whoever was dead, I have to schlep. I was crying out I couldn't cry anymore. Because I said, oh my gosh, it's like my parents, I was thinking.
Yeah.
They were,
Why did you take that job?
because.
To stay alive.
To stay alive.
Just push it.
What, did you go to a capo and say, I want to
No,
do this?
no,
No,
that
no,
was
no.
not Gap.
No, there was
Aber die
couples.
bist nicht weggegangen.
No, I was not her couple.
No, I know
She
that.
just told the couple that she wants to do the
Then
student.
I will do that, you know. So, and I had to take down the names, whoever died, and give the names whoever died. And a lot of times when it was general appel, then everybody had to go out. And a lot of times what I did, I didn't want to go because from there on, or they took you to work, or they took you to shoot or whatever. You knew that it's not good. So a lot of times I escaped. I escaped, and because I was Stubendienst, I always thought I would tell them I'm a Stubendienst. I have to take care of them. So a lot of times, I succeeded. And I went in back to the barrack, and I hid myself on the top there, and I was looking outside when the appel was already gone, where everybody was gone already. And when everybody was gone, I came down from the top there. You know, it's like an attic. There was a few times I had to go to work. Only once I went in line, and in the meantime I went out from the line. That I want to go back because I'm a Stubendienst. I have to be there. And as I stepped out from line, the SS gave me with an iron
Club.
club on my head. And I fell in the ditches there. I fell in the ditches, and I suppose I fainted, whatever it is. Because later when I got up, there are two SS stands over me and says, "What are you doing here?" So I say, well, I was in line and I went back. I told them the truth that I wanted to go back because I'm a Stubendienst. And that SS came and hit me. All the things. So they didn't say nothing, they let me go back. Then what happened, I was already very sick. And when I was very sick, I said I cannot do anymore anything and I cannot help myself. So when I was
They put an
so
X on her head, she was already
not on the head, on my
on the back or whatever.
that they want to throw me on the
On that heap, on the
on the
dead ones.
heap where all the dead people are. And this is what they wanted to give the last minute when they saw they already losing. They wanted to give still the people the poisoned water, and because we didn't get water all the time, and we didn't get bread. So this time they saved the poisoned bread to give the people that they should die quicker, you know. So anyway, I remember like now that I wanted to drink the water and I saw the cup is upside down because I was already mixed up.
She was delirious, and
Yeah.
not mixed up, delirious.
Or the little whatever. So anyway, so I was already so sick and I decided, that's it, I will go there, let them do whatever they want with me. And they put an X on me that like to say, you
It's
know.
too
She's
late.
almost dead. Yeah.
It's too late.
So I had two girlfriends in Ravensbrück and also in Bergen-Belsen, and I don't know, this was already after we got free and I didn't know about it because I was so sick. They spotted me. The two girls spotted me, and they
Spotted
took me
you where?
there on the before they put me on that
Heap.
on the heap, and they recognized me. So they took me right away from there.
They saw that she was still living, that the toes were still moving or something, whatever.
Anyway, they recognized me. They saw that I'm still alive. You
This is
know.
before they threw you in the
I'm
pit.
gonna close your door.
They
That-
didn't throw it at
They
the
didn't. They wanted to throw me there, and somehow the two girlfriends went for a walk. We were already free. And I didn't know about it because I was so sick. Only they saw me, and they took me, and it was already, we were free because the Czech people went with the first transport. They took the first people because there was typhus and dysentery, and they took the people away from Bergen-Belsen to another place. They
Bergen.
called it Bergen. No, because
She
I
was
was so
delirious.
sick. I just know these two girls took me and they asked the soldier to take me and put me on the truck.
To
Because
Bergen.
I was
To Bergen.
to Bergen. So,
Bergen was like a refugee camp?
no, that was already after you got free and they took you away from Bergen-Belsen because everybody was sick there. Whoever, you know, so
Was
was
alive.
I. So was I. So only they took me and they asked the soldier to take me. and
If
put
she
me-
didn't meet those two girls, they might as well have
Then-
got rid of her, you know, because they didn't
Yeah.
know, you know, there were so many corpses, one more doesn't matter.
The soldier took me on her arms and put me there on the truck, I remember, and I was, my God, what will I do? I'm helpless. So they came to Bergen, and in Bergen, you have to go to an office. They put you down there at the office.
This is
And
the English now.
That's in English now.
But you didn't know they were English?
I didn't know them.
She
I was
wasn't
on,
know from nothing,
I
never
was-
saw England. Did she speak Englishman before?
what do I
Yeah.
know? You know, I know that they took me and I didn't know where they take me. So anyway, I came, they put me down in the office. In the office, they gave you blankets to take and tell you to go and another block there. And in my mind, I knew that you cannot be sick. If you are sick, they will
Kill you, she thought
they
she
will
was
kill
killing
you.
the Germans.
Because I was still confused. I was like I was under the Germans. I just went and I don't know how and what. I came to that building there, what was near it, and it had steps to go up. How can I go on steps out I can't walk? So I, like she says, with the fear things, I went on the
Crawled
steps.
up the steps.
Crawled up the steps, and I came up to a room after the steps, and I saw a mattress there on the floor. And I said, oh, I went and I lay down on that. And then I said, well, that's it, I cannot anymore. And here they say you have to go and take your food. And here I still am, I think I'm under the Germans. And if I will not do what they say, they will kill me. I said, oh my gosh, how will I go and take my food? So I don't know how I did it. I went down the steps again, crawled the steps, and came to that kitchen, but I couldn't, that was a line. I found something there where I sat down and I went like that, you know, then they gave me the food and I couldn't carry. So I gave it away. I gave it away because I couldn't carry it. So until I came back, I said, I have to go back. And it was torture. And then I came back and I went on that mattress, Michael. I said, that's it. That's it, I can't eat anymore. One thing what really kept me, I had the pictures in my shoe.
Oh.
I had the pictures in my shoe, and that really kept me all the time that I want to live to see these people.
And that was your sister?
Oh.
That was my
Picture of your
sister
sister.
and my parents. Like I say, I gave up already. I couldn't anymore. This was already the end. And here is somebody near the door, and I see somebody is very familiar, and I couldn't place her, who she is. And I was afraid to ask. And then she stays near me. I'm on the floor and she's near me. And I look up and I still say, should I ask who she is? And I say, yes. I say, lady, excuse me, do I know you?
And I said,
No, where do I know you from? You are very familiar.
Oh my
en
God.
toen we naar bijna weggegaan, dus
So she fainted right
What, were you looked down and you knew it was her when she talked to you?
Yes.
What happened?
no, when she, I saw sie, aber gesagt, sie, aber noch einmal was schön mit heute. Noch
I
einmal.
already was dead. She already said, a minute I am dead. And she fainted.
En dat ben
But she knew it was you when you talked?
I think that she recognized my voice.
That's
She
why
didn't
she
know.
fainted.
Why'd she faint if she didn't
Well, I
recognize?
don't know. Is that
Day and night she took care of me. and changed me and, and
Oh.
she
Oh.
organized wherever she could.
And I was so,
And she
she
was
Yeah.
the
so
energy, I feel that she's
They will to live.
I should
Beings
live.
and
Yeah.
So she
That is Zachary, Joyce's grandson.
I love him. And I love him very much. See, this is my treasure.